And we're going to be picking 5 winners from the comment section. And what you'll need to do is you'll need to leave a comment with your account ID in the comment section. And 5 of those winners, and we're going to draw those winners on Wednesday, one day into the event. We're going to draw those winners on Wednesday, and those winners are going to get 3,000 currency and 10 Brawl tokens.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
On Hero Wars Alliance, that's the mobile version of the game, Captain Showdown is going to go live. It's a 3-day Brawl event. There is a number of tasks that will reward you with Brawl tokens. All right, this is a Brawl. A handful of us were handpicked to get early access to this activity, but the giveaway that we are going to be having, it is for iOS as well, Glenn. Yes, the giveaway that we're going to be having is for all versions of the mobile version of the game. Captain's Brawl looks very similar to other events. You can see across the top here that you fill up the stage and you get some prizes. I'm not sure if this is going to continue. We're going to or reset every day. I think it does reset every day. There's a shop. There's defense. It's going to follow the Brawl rules as it usually does. Let's break down Captain's Showdown, the actual activity itself. So let's go ahead and set up the defense real quick. There's going to be 3 captains to choose from. And if you want to go over check out HeroWarsCentral.com, I actually have a spreadsheet here with all of the heroes and all of the captains. If you want to take a look at their abilities and some of the notes that I have while we're chatting, while you guys are watching me here. Let's go ahead and we're going to put in, I think we're going to put in Captain Asti. Yeah. And we're going to use, let's go with all tankiness. Let's go with super defensive. So we're going to put Fafnir in the middle. Fafnir increases the damage of the cannon in this compartment for a long time. And let's put in Morrigan. Morrigan decreases the rate of fire of all enemies for a long time. And let's actually switch our captain to Whisker, because he's all physical damage. And we're going to change this location to Qingmao. All right. So Qingmao decreases the enemy's shield durability. Our defense is set. Every time we get a defense, we're going to get another Brawl token. It's worth noting that you spend a Brawl token when you win. If you lose, you don't lose the Brawl token. We're going to go into this, and this is our attack. There are 3 captains to choose from. Okay, 3 captains to choose from. You have Captain Asti, you have Captain Whisker, and then you have Captain Jean or Jean. Captain Jean is he's a magic damage dealing ult to all compartments. Captain Whisker is a physical damage to a single compartment. You can see that the red signifies physical damage, the violet signifies magic damage, and then Captain Asti is fires all cannons on the ship 3 times in a row. I'm actually going to stick with Whisker. I like Whisker a lot. And if you take a look at the crew, you can kind of take a look at the spreadsheet. This is my first downside to this. I would like to have a better way to look at this information. All right, so currently you can go look at Galahad. You got to click on this. You can see deals damage to all enemy compartments. The damage is in red, meaning that his ultimate is physical damage. Judge restores shield durability. We'll talk about shields in a second. Qingmao decreases enemies' shield durability. So both sides have a shield, okay? And I want you to take a look at the cannons right here and the cannons right here. Okay, so this is the enemy captain and the three crew members of the 3 compartments. So the hero doesn't actually modify the cannon. Paying attention to this center cannon, if I add in Isaac, if I add in Zisha, the red dots and the white dots don't change. Morgan, see, it doesn't actually change, right? So the cannon's rate of fire and damage is the same no matter what hero you have in there. So the top row is the damage and the damage type. All right, so the top row is red. That means this is physical damage. If I was using a captain that had magic damage, like Captain Asti here, you can see that the damage is purple. That's signifying that this cannon does magic damage. And the bottom is the rate of fire. So this is going to matter. Some of the heroes are going to speed up your cannons. Some of the heroes are going to fire all the cannons. Some of the heroes are going to force cannons to do more damage, deal less damage. So you're going to want to mix and match the hero to supplement whatever captain you have. And I'll talk about some of those suggestions in just a second here. Again, we're going to stick with Captain Whisker because he's all physical damage for the sake of this test, I'm going to show you. And one of the best teams that I found for Captain Whisker is to use Daredevil. We're going to use Fafnir in the middle position. And then I think we're going to use Jorgen, maybe. I think Jorgen. Before we actually start the fight, something you should know is you can't actually target locations anymore. In the past Sky Shit battles, you could target which location you were going after, and that includes the shield. You can't use the shield to target specific areas of your hull, and you can't use your attacks to attack specific parts of the enemy's ship. So the rightmost hero is always going to die first. Okay, that's your tank in the first position, right? And you can see here that Zisha is in the first position on the enemy team. So Zisha will die first. All right, so what do I have here? Fafnir increases the damage of the cannon in this compartment for a long time. Okay, so high rate of fire, low damage, but I'm increasing the damage. This ability right here, firing cannons, makes the captain gain energy for a short time, causing my captain to ult more frequently. And then Daredevil fires the cannons in her compartment three times in a row. So I'm firing extra, I'm doing more damage, and I'm causing my captain to gain energy when my cannons fire. So Daredevil and Jorgen are promoting my Captain Whisker to fire his ability. Massive damage to a single enemy compartment. Damage increases with each use. The idea is I'm going to speed this damage dealing attack up over and over and over again. Now across the top you can see there are two sets of bars. My green bar is my health bar. My yellow bar is my shield. Red is their health. Yellow is their shield. Physical damage damages the shield first. Magic damage ignores the shield. All right. I'm going to say that again. If you have a cannon or a hero that does magic damage, Zisha on the enemy team is the only hero that does magic damage. Captain Asti and Captain Jean have a cannon that do magic damage as well. Those cannons and those abilities will ignore my shield. So I could play this in manual mode if I want, but there's really no sense in it. I'm just going to let things run, play things in auto mode, let the abilities go off, and you can see that I've already ripped through the enemy's shield, and now I am going into the enemy's health bar. My shield is gone now. It's going to be a close one. There we go. Zisha and Daredevil are dead. And now the ship is dead. All right. So I win. I win that fight. So even though it doesn't show it here, I gain 600 currency, 600 Brawl coins for winning. Even though it's not showing it here, I do get 600 coins for winning. I also complete this, and this is going to reward, I believe, 1,000 coins, just like your regular Brawls do. And of course, if I am able to defend, I gain 1 Brawl token back, 5 per day. The main thing that you're going to have to really wrap your head around is going to be this, this right here. All of the captain's abilities and all of the hero abilities. The main thing that I take issue with in this event is the lack of, it seems like that there's not enough information given to us. Like you can take a look, if you look at the journal, for example, you don't get to see the information. You don't get to see the damage done by what location. It's kind of hard to figure out which hero is actually doing the most work. And if you have a defensive hero, are they actually helping? It's hard to figure kind of that stuff out because there's no information in the battle. You can share the fight, right? Send a message to guild chat, or you can rewatch the fight. I think that there needs to be a little bit more information. And again, I see a lot of you in the chat saying stuff about how there's a lot happening here. But really, when it comes down to it, once you get a grasp on what the 8 or 10 heroes can do and how they interact with each other, what heroes are good with each other, then you're going to be better off. So what helped me personally was I created this spreadsheet. Like I said, I hosted this over on my website, herowarcentral.com. It's just a blog post right here. I made a note of what each hero skill does, and then I kind of thought about what they do in comparison to, you know, Captain Jean, what his ability does, what Captain Whisker does, what Captain Asti does. Captain Whisker has the highest rate of fire cannons, and I think Captain Jean has the lowest rate of fire cannons, but only barely in either direction. So let's take a look at the shop. So I don't have any coins to spend. My assumption is that this is more of a regular shop, not just a one-time purchase. The Captain's chest. Here's the contents of the Captain's chest. Grand prize is a skin shop certificate. You got artifacts, resources, large skin stone chest, sparks of power, small skin stone chests, gold, and runes to level up your glyphs, as well as some bottled energy there. That's going to be the catch-all dump at the end of the event. Whatever resources you have left over will convert into captain's chests. The free-to-play players should spend their Brawl currency on intelligence, strength, and agility skin stones, and then we just have items. The idea is you complete your Brawls, and I'm guessing you complete 5 a day for the task. I don't know. This is the pre-event version. You can see participate in early access, choose your captain. You can see that over here. And obviously I'm facing off against bots here, but there will be actual players with defenses here. So this is what I found to be a pretty good team. Tim from the Hero Wars Alliance, the GOAT Facebook page, turned me onto this team. And a criticism of this event is it's really hard to lose. You get really close, so it seems like you're about to lose, but it's actually really, really hard to lose. I have lost, but just playing this game in auto mode, it seems like everything is fine. Of course, as soon as I say that, I'm going to lose this fight. It looks like I'm going to lose this fight. I'm about to pop off with Jorgen and Fafnir. Oh no, my Jorgen died. Looks like I'm going to slightly edge it out. It looks like it's close battle every time, but I usually win every single time. Some of the teams that I found to be pretty successful are Jorgen with Daredevil and Fafnir. I like Fafnir in the middle. I like this team right here. Another good team is Ginger Isaac. Ginger fires all the Skyship's cannons. Remember, Fafnir increases the damage of the cannon in this compartment for a long time. So damage increase in the center cannon. Ginger fires all the cannons. And then Isaac increases the damage of all cannons for a short amount of time. So damage increase, and causing more shots. This is a pretty good team. I like Jorgen with Captain Whisker because I like Captain Whisker's big damage to a single compartment. With Jorgen having a lot of shots firing off, with Whisker having the highest rate of fire cannons. More cannon shots equals faster ults equals faster big one hits, and big damage. Even with a hero on the opponent's team that increases, Judge increases the durability of shields or swords. Shield durability. Remember, shields are only good against physical damage. It ends up being a pretty solid team. The heroes are automatically in there. The level, or if you have them summoned, does not matter. So every account will have access to this, I think, after team level 10. 5 stages. Okay, so there are 5 stages. When this event goes live, somebody asked about this up a little bit. There's going to be 5 stages, I guess, per day to complete, just like a regular Brawl. So that means probably you're going to want to complete all 5 stages in one day instead of doing multiple stages in one day and then more stages another day. Back how it used to be, you want to save up your tokens until you can complete all 5 stages in one sitting. What is the equivalent of a shield for magic damage? October Bright Sunny, there is not a shield for magic damage in this battle. Now, I'm not going to tell you that this team right here has a 100% win rate, but it has a pretty high win rate. I think I've lost twice so far with this team. And again, it looks like it's close, but usually always I win. Can you skip the fights to the end? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Great question. I know a lot of you are going to be not interested at all in doing this activity, so you just pause the fight, skip battle. Boom. A lot of you are just going to want to get in there and get your wins, get your currency, pause, skip battle. Oh, I lost one. There we go. Galahad, Zisha, and Fafnir. Fafnir is my MVP, guys. So Zisha does magic damage to a single compartment. Galahad does physical damage to all locations. Best feature about it is that you can skip it. Yeah. That's good feedback. That's good feedback, though, WB. And I don't know that Captain Whisker is the best captain. I like his ability to do massive damage to a single target and that it increases. Captain Gene doing magic damage to all locations seems like it would be better, but I think the damage output is too low. And Captain Asti firing all the cannons on the Skyship 3 times in a row, I don't think that's really good either. It's less good than I think it would be. I just don't think the damage is there. Wouldn't Z always win? I mean, in that point of view, you could switch to one of the other captains. The thing about Whisker is that he only does physical damage. You can see all 3 of his guns are physical damage. Red, and his ultimate ability is physical damage as well. Whereas Gene has got a magic damage and area of effect magic attack, and Asti has a magic damage right here, as well as her causing her cannons to fire magic damage as well. So I'm sure that as the event does go live, people will have more cool team ideas. And if anybody has a cool team idea, one that seems to win a lot, then I'd be happy to share it. I'd be happy to share it in this video or on my website. And we're going to be picking 5 winners from the comment section. And what you'll need to do is you'll need to leave a comment with your account ID in the comment section. And 5 of those winners, and we're going to draw those winners on Wednesday, one day into the event. We're going to draw those winners on Wednesday, and those winners are going to get 3,000 currency and 10 Brawl tokens. And for more details about that giveaway, check out the blog post linked in the description box down below.